All right, welcome back to a very special episode of the Shop Class Podcast. We are live at the New York Society of Model Engineers. This is a 100-year-old organization that promotes the use of and training of, believe it or not just model trains, but also building models, scale models that actually function. And tonight we have all the members are here, but also we have Joe is the president, and he's going to give us a brief history, and we're going to go back and forth on telling you about the history of this organization, but also give you a tour. We're going to walk around and check out the trains and talk to all the members. Okay, so Joe, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Ron. First, I want to tell you thanks a lot for coming down tonight. It's going to be a great show, and we're really happy to be part of your podcast. The first time that we've been here on some type of technology like this, so this is really exciting for us. The history started back in the mid 1920s. It started as a marine boat organization. It was a scale engineering. Members created their own material. We moved around a few times, and we winded up here at Carlstead, New Jersey, at 341 Hoboken Road, and we've been here since 1956. A number of members that you're going to be talking tonight. We're going to give you a great history of all of that. And the gentleman next to you, Bob, he's going to be able to talk to you about one of our pride collections that we have.
Okay, very cool. So, Bob, how you doing?
Good. How are you doing tonight?
All right. So we're going to attempt to switch over to the phone so we can walk around, and they have an amazing collection. Not something you think, okay, of course they have trains, but they also have something called a tail sign. Can you just tell me what a tail sign is?
Tail sign, or drumhead as they were known, mark the premier trains that the railroads would run. These would be classic trains with first class service with porters, chefs, and diners that were serving better food than you could get in hotels at the time.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they were known for this, and it was very reasonable in these diners as far as that. But I mean, this was luxury. This was state of the art at the time. The cars were plushly furnished and everything, but the tail signs marked it as a premier train as far as that.
Oh, I see. So the tail sign lets you know that this was the train you want to be on.
Exactly.
Now, I've taken a train 24 hours from all the way in New York City, all the way down to Florida, and it's great. You go to the dining car, and it's like, but not a lot of people travel like that anymore. But from my understanding, back in the day, a lot of people traveled like that.
It was the only way to travel. I mean,
okay.
Or you had to get on a ship and take it along the coast as far as that.
Right. Okay.
But the train was the way to go.
Okay. So we're going to take a look. I'll just give you a quick. It's pretty amazing. We're so lucky to sit. I'm sitting right next to all these trains. It's so cool. They're just passing by like this. Just floating through here. And here comes another one, by the way. I just think that's the neatest thing. You get to be like 14 again. This one's a long one. This is like a mile long. Holy schmoly. Look at how long that thing is. Oh my God. There you go. So, okay, but the tail signs are hung up around the hallway area here. And I'm going to take the phone as the portable camera, and we're going to take a little tour. What I got to do first is just turn the sound down for 1 second here. Give me a second here. Let's just say hi to everybody here. Peter, how you doing? You want to fill for a sec while I figure this out?
Me? There's a Pete and a Peter. Pete,
oh,
part of the
you, Peter.
Okay, yes. This looks like an interesting arrangement. That's a lot of years of labor and miniature construction. Fascinating.
Okay.
How many feet or miles of track do you have in this?
All right.
Can you hear us now?
Yes. We get that.
Okay, I think we got this going correctly.
Good sound.
Let me just.
Bit of an echo.
Okay. Done. All right. How about now?
That's excellent.
Started to be assembled by a president of the society, also a very high-ranking advertising executive in New York City at the time, George Brackman, as far as that. We were in Hoboken Station, so that was the Lackawanna Railroad, and this is their name train at the time, well, the Lackawanna Limited. It was a heavyweight train, and White was changing and wanted to show how modernized the railroad was going to be and how this. So he's creating the Phoebe Snow, which was a poem that the Lackawanna adapted to themselves.
Wait.
This-
Now, forgive me. What does that mean, Phoebe Snow? Like, what is
It
that?
was a girl's name.
Okay. And now they named the train after that?
Yes.
Okay.
She wore a white dress on this train since they wrote on anthracite, the railroad road burned anthracite, so her dress didn't get dirty from the soot from the burning bituminous coal.
Okay. Oh, this is like to show off how
Yes.
how great the train is.
How great the train was and the railroad and how they met.
This is like Rolls Royce putting a wine glass on their engine to show that it doesn't vibrate too
Yes,
much or something.
exactly.
It's like a show off thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the Phoebe Snow. This tail sign was one of a kind only. It was placed on the back of the Phoebe Snow only when the president was riding on the train.
All right. Look at
And
that.
that was presented to the last engineer that drove the Phoebe Snow, and it was given to his family, and we obtained it from them.
Wow.
Okay.
I know Tim is interested in antique classic cars and whatnot. Tim, you got any questions about the tail signs? Did you know about the tail signs?
No, but I do have a question. They were on the caboose?
Was it a caboose that they're on?
No, it was what they call either an observation car, a solarium, or a observation. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the back car, but it's not really a caboose
No,
per se.
I
So
mean, it
was
supposedly the ultimate car on the train that you were riding on because that's where you would congregate.
Okay.
It would give you the smoothest ride.
All right. That's pretty cool.
so
What
were
else
there
you got, Jim?
cabooses on passenger cars?
Yes, this is only on passenger trains.
Oh, but he had a question. Are cabooses on passenger trains?
They on what they call mixed freights, yes.
Okay.
That would be a revenue car. Most of the cabooses were considered offices and non-revenue.
Okay. Non-revenue. Got a lot of coal.
Didn't
There's
make
a
them- it
there's a
didn't make
caboose for
money.
you, Tim.
Didn't make money.
Tim, it didn't make money. It doesn't get a caboose. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Okay, so it was a freight train?
No. So these tail signs are for passenger, for
Only these-
luxury passenger.
These are only on that and on the best the railroad had. Only the best trains would be.
This was the Cadillac. This is the flagship train. It's only reserved for when Tim takes out the wife for a date. This is only that's the only time. Other than that, we don't let you ride it, okay? You can't afford this.
Actually, the Phoebe Snow is known as the honeymoon train.
Oh, it's a honeymoon train.
Yeah.
Because it went to Niagara Falls.
Oh,
Yes,
it went to
Buffalo, Niagara
so
Falls.
this went up to Buffalo?
yes.
Wow, the Phoebe Snow.
Phoebe Snow.
And then it was picked up by the nickel plate and went on to Chicago.
Wow, okay.
It was the honeymoon train out of New York City to go to Niagara Falls.
Yes.
Wow, interesting. Okay, cool. It sounds like a good time, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chicago Northwestern on what they call the route of the 400,
All right.
the Yukon and White Pass Railroad.
Okay.
That's in Alaska.
All right.
Everybody knows the Union Pacific Railroad.
Yep.
Okay. The Liberty Limited is off of a Pennsylvania named train. As
Uh-huh.
far as that, we have something that's rather.
Peter, do you have any questions for us? Did you know about the tail signs? Oh, you got to unmute yourself.
It's a nice adornment to the train. And it tells you, well, its prominence. Yeah, that's a very good description
Wow.
for those train spotters.
We jump ahead onto the Orange Blossom Special, which was a Florida train
Okay, all right.
going down to Florida. As far as that, Jackie Gleason used to ride on that.
Oh, really?
quite a bit, yes.
Jackie Gleason. All right. We're walking all the way through here. Okay, we're coming through, people.
This is a train going to Montreal from New York City on the Vermont Central. Named to Montreal.
And here
With
people are
tons.
enjoying the you can come and check out all the beautiful stuff. Incredible, like, what do you call this? A diorama or something?
Yeah, scenery diorama.
Scenery
Yes.
diorama.
Canadian National,
Uh-huh.
Grand Trunk,
All right.
International Limited, which ran between the United States and Canada.
Sorry, guys, passing through.
This is the Erie Limited. This was donated to us by the Pennsylvania Railroad, not being a total one.
Uh-huh.
The Prospector from the Rio Grande Railroad
Oh, this is gonna be out west.
out west,
All
yes.
right.
The Twin Cities was a part of the Rock Island.
Okay.
Whoa, hello.
There you go.
The Lehigh Valley,
All right.
as far as that.
Wow.
Illinois Terminal, that was a railroad that was basically a through terminal, but they had electrics and they had some passenger cars that they ran.
Man, I like that Lehigh Valley sign. Go back
Oh,
to
that-
that.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Lehigh
How do
Valley
we turn
was
this
also
light off?
part
so
of
we
the
can
Black
see it better?
Diamond.
Is there a way to turn that light off so we could see it better?
Yep.
We're gonna get better lighting for you, Tim. Tim teaches high school wood shop in
Okay.
out in I always forget. Tim, tell me.
Warren County, but I live in Easton, which is part of the Lehigh Valley.
Okay.
Oh, perfect. All right.
Lehigh Valley, Black Diamond.
Very
There you
nice.
go. All right, we resonated with Timmy.
All right. Illinois Terminal Railroad, the Sioux Line, the Trailblazer.
That's me. I'm a trailblazer.
Okay.
Oh, watch the stairs.
Lehigh and New England
All right.
Railroad.
Look now, you got to understand the size of these things.
They're at least 2 foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
These headlights are actually.
Wow, look at this, Tim. This is on the top of your. This goes on your Model A Ford, no? Look how
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's nice.
Yeah, this thing's cool.
This is the
Oh wow.
engine that it came off of.
That's it. That's the actual light right there, Tim. Peter, what do you think, man?
This
The-
is
that
great,
was
amazing. All great equipment.
This headlight.
By the way, this whole time there's trains just floating around. It's just so fun here. I'm like surrounded by what you wish you had this basement when you were 14,
Okay.
you know?
That is an actual gas, carbon lighted, headlight. It
Wow.
was donated to us by a company, a theater on Broadway.
Oh,
And they thought it was just a prop. When we opened it up,
yeah.
we actually found that it was a real one because it has the builder's plate dating back the copyrights and the and the provenance on it that it was built in 1886.
Oh my God. Look at the size of guys, look at the size of this thing.
And it was a carbon lamp.
It's huge. Carbon lamp. What does that mean?
It's like what the miners used to wear in the mines when they were used to mine coal
So how do you run it? How is it?
by a gas.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wow. All right. Cool.
The Champion, which is
Another
a,
tail sign.
yes. From
Okay.
the Atlantic coastline,
All right.
Southern Pacific,
Wow. You really have a serious collection here.
yes. The Old Dominion, that was, as far as that, the Richmond and Fredericksburg Railroad,
Wow.
okay? The
And look at
Alaskan
this
Railroad.
scene right below it. It's incredible what's going on here. Look at this whole scene. You could like live in here. It's unbelievable. Amazing. All right.
Our wives know that we're not out at the bars where we have something like this to play. Okay.
Yeah.
The Frisco Railroad, another Western Road.
Okay.
Western. This is not a tail sign, but is unique. It is actually off the ferry
Oh.
of the Jersey Central Railroad that used to run from Jersey City
Uh-huh.
to Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay. This was given to us by the Jersey Central Railroad.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. The Canadian Pacific
All right.
that went from Montreal all the way out to
Oh,
Vancouver.
hey, we got Peter is from Peter's from Toronto,
Okay.
and so this is his sign right here.
Okay. The Cardinal, which was the only tails.
Oh, Tim,
main
you let
train,
in Roy, right?
that the Amtrak.
Yeah, I was
initiated.
told not to, but I did.
They took so many trains out, they felt like they had to put one in.
Hey, that's St. Louis right there.
Yes.
All right.
This here is actually off of the locomotive builders show in Chicago in 1923.
Wow.
It was donated to us.
Wow.
The B&O Columbian, which was another name train that went from
B&O Railroad. That's
Right.
like from Monopoly.
yes, it was one of the railroads, the Reading, the Pennsylvania. Yep. That ran from Washington D.C. out to Chicago.
Uh-huh.
The nickel
I
plate-
really like this one. It's kind of Art Deco.
Yes,
Wow, look at that. Roy, you seeing this?
it's nickel edge plated nickel.
Wow.
Okay.
Roy, what do you think of, have you ever seen a tail sign on a luxury train line?
Okay. The pacemaker, which is a New York Central.
I
train.
said I really like Model Railroad, but
Oh, you do?
I only have one, and I have no track, and I have no system, and I have no power.
That's unacceptable. Look, this is inspiration. This is, look at the detail that they go into here. This is like incredible. Like it's really amazing what's going on in here. I don't know if you're seeing it. They even got a little cat down here. And they got tunnels. And we have a GoPro camera. We're going to take a little trip. How are you doing? You're up next for interview.
I'm here anytime you want me, because I'm gonna take you up to our shop.
Oh, cool. All right.
See that?
Okay.
The Burlington Railroad, way of the Zephyr.
Yep. Nice. Very cool. I think we've made it around.
No, not quite.
Oh, okay. Oh, we
Orange
skipped
blossom.
ahead. That's why.
That- The Orange Blossom Special, which Jackie Gleason used to take down to Florida,
Nice.
in Miami.
Uh-huh.
North Coast Limited, as
All
far
right.
as that.
Now let's go back to that Zephyr.
The Zephyr.
Where
What do
was
you want
that?
to know?
Where's that from?
Burlington Railroad.
Burlington Railroad.
Oh, Burlington. Because there was a Zephyr in Whitehall, Pennsylvania.
A Zephyr in Whitehall, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Not familiar with that one.
No.
There is, the Zephyrs were streamlined trains that were made in the late 30s, early 40s. And then they were converted over to full-size trains. They were high-speed, early diesel trains.
Oh, okay.
So the Zephyr, of course, is a small tornado like.
Okay. Nice.
It's known as the route of the dome cars.
What's that?
The dome cars
Oh, okay.
through the domes.
Oh, dome cars where you can like viewing. Oh, that's pretty cool. I would love to see that. I want a dome car.
Let's pull your train out so you can see that.
Well, that would be cool.
You
It's up to you. Yeah.
Either one.
Okay.
The Bluebird, off of the Wabash,
All right.
the Boston, Maine, Alouette,
All right.
going to Montreal.
What, Roy, which scale do you have? O or HO?
HO.
HO. Oh, the little guys, they're over here.
Yes.
We got those. We're gonna get a whole tour in a sec.
That's
Very
half
cool.
of the O. Erie Limited, that came off of the Erie Railroad.
Okay.
The Green Diamond off of the Illinois Central,
Uh-huh.
the Santa Fe
Oh, that one I like.
Limited,
I like that one.
and the Milwaukee Roads Hiawatha.
Wow. Super cool. And we did it. We did all the tail signs up
That's
top.
it. There you go.
There we go. Thank you. All right. Very cool. So I think now we're going to turn it over to Andy. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look and we're going to try and do some GoPro footage. Would you guys like to see some GoPro footage of where's the camera now? Oh, there it is. Okay. So we got Angie here to help. And she went and put the GoPro camera right on one of the trains. And we're going to run this one around. What kind of locomotive are you running here?
A U-36C.
U-36C. Okay. And you can see it in the presentation. Tell me if you guys can see what she's showing there.
Should be on now.
Oh, we got a thumbs up and Duke's in the house as well. All right.
What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Duke? We're pulling out right now. Look at this thing. It's capturing me. Hold on. Wow, it's working. This is actually working out. I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
Did you say that Duke is in the house?
Duke's in the house.
Yeah, is that the Duke of Earl?
Yeah, what's going on? I got some kids. They're trained fanatics. They're members of the Toby Hanna model
Up there in
training
Pennsylvania.
club.
Yeah, up in Toby Hanna, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yeah, myself and Lamar belong to the Keystone Club down in Bethlehem also.
Oh, really? There's what? Carbon? Is Carbon one?
This is Bethlehem.
That's in
No, this is the Bethlehem one.
We're gonna go through some. Here it comes. It's passing right by. Now, how do we run where your sound is on?
I mean, they're running sound off, so they could turn sound
can
on
put
the
right
sound
now,
on
and
the
it'll
locomotive if you
pop
want.
on.
No,
on
no,
your
I'm
phone.
saying your phone.
I'm not showing sound.
No, is that possible that you can? What I'll do is Can that come up on there?
You got any smoke for the trains?
No. We don't use smoke pellets here. We don't want to get high.
My kid was telling me about that. My kids, they said
Guys,
they're
we're gonna try and get sound on the GoPro.
hot commodity now. They were real expensive before.
Can you hear?
Give a thumbs up if you guys can hear the sound on the GoPro.
And the echo from you.
It's working. It's working. It's working. This is amazing. That's great. It's getting recorded. Okay, we'll go through one more time. That's fantastic. Get the horn. It's a horn.
We had one on the O scale years ago.
A camera or the depressed flatbed?
No, a camera.
The camera?
Really nice.
Where'd you go?
It's a cool thing.
It's gonna come out right over there.
Oh my God.
Here it comes.
Can you guys see and hear the GoPro camera? It's working. Okay, so now new rules. Okay, perfect. All right, we're back. And can you feel the sound? Yeah. So how did that work out, Duke? Can you hear all that? Was that good?
Yeah, it was good. All the whistles and everything. Heard you giggling too, so it picked up everything.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Okay. I don't know.
Till 10. Or
Okay, so I don't know either. Where's that thing? Oh,
it sounded like Tom's the train.
oh wow, that's perfect. Oh, right here. Oh. All right, so I think Andy, right? Andy, okay, we would like to interview you now.
Okay.
Do you want to sit or we just walk around with this camera?
Well, I was going to say when we go up to the shop, and I'll show you.
Okay, okay. So Andy's going to show us the hands-on department of.
Hands-on little machine shop.
There's a machine shop, and we're going to get a little tour. Is that okay with everybody?
Most of it's covered up by the displays.
Okay. And how's the sound doing? You guys can hear me and see everything?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, let me know if it changes because we're walking to a different room now.
Everything is covered over because we're having our show coming up this weekend, and the public will be coming in here. Well, as you can see, we have a fairly nice shop.
Oh yeah, this is an old Burke or Cincinnati. Yeah, this is an old Burke machine. Yeah.
Cincinnati on the front.
Cincinnati tool, yeah.
We have that. We have a 9-inch Logan over here behind me.
Oh yeah, they got a serious lathe behind here. The thing is, right now they are on display because they've got it's an anniversary coming, right?
This is our anniversary display. As I said earlier, coming up on our 100th anniversary. We're starting a little bit early. This is a lot to show about the organization.
Wow.
We're raising the history of the society and showing what the society is all about. Like you have been mentioned already, we started incorporating in 1926.
1926.
100 years ago.
Wow.
We do have records. We found records.
We still you can bring the trunk bubble.
We have been going back to 1905.
Wow.
We have an article from, I think it was a Popular Science magazine at that time, or American Science magazine, that says the Society of Model Engineers in New York is looking for members.
Oh wow.
And we just kind of like, it's got to be us.
Yeah, yeah. Who else could it be?
Because when they did incorporate, they did change the name from Society of Model Engineers in New York to the New York Society of Model Engineers.
Okay. All right. Maybe it was a competing gang.
No, I don't
you guys
think
had to
so.
fight it out.
I don't think so. But, we have even though this is our shop, we do have some historical displays of early bottle train equipment from the 20s and the 30s. And it's going to be the theme of our shows for the next
Wow.
year.
It's pretty incredible to have a model making organization going back 100 years.
Plenty of supplies for the guys, paints and.
Okay. All right.
Hey, Ron.
This is all
Yes, go ahead.
Can you get the mic closer to Andy, please?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
This is all equipment for the milling machines in here and the lathes and whatnot. We have, if there was nothing other than this.
Yeah.
In this group or society, I'd be a member because just to have access to this type of equipment.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, I was a shop. I grew up in Jersey City. I went to Snyder High School for shop, and then
Duke's got to ask you the number one question. Duke, you want to ask a question?
He's out of the room at the moment, so I'm taking over.
Peter, go for it.
So it's Andy. Well, yes. Duke, I relinquish my question. Go, Duke.
Andy, did you ever have shop class growing up?
I did. I went to Snyder High School in Jersey City with shop class. I was telling him early, I got thrown out of Marist High School in Bayonne, a parochial high school. And when I got thrown out, my father took me and registered me to go to the shop classes because he said, if I got thrown out, you're never going to amount to anybody. And I got a guy who works in the electricians union, who'll get you an electrician's job when you graduate. Well, when I graduated Snyder High School, I was the first graduate in 12 years from the shop industrial arts course that went to college. I went down to Trenton State College I was in Trenton State College to become a shop teacher. And then, it was during the Korean War. She said, not that old. It was during Vietnam, and they had the Kent State shootings. I don't know if anybody remembers that. The Kent State shootings. They shut down all the colleges and everything was shut down right after that.
Wow.
And I was back home. A test came up in Jersey City for the police department. I went and took the test for the police department. Came out pretty high and joined the police department.
Oh, wow.
And I did 52 years at the police department.
No kidding.
30 years as a sworn officer, and then
Wow.
I came back and I was running 911 system and another number of other things.
Thank you for your service.
And I only retired 3 years ago.
You just retired?
Yes, I just retired.
Wow.
So-
So now you get to play with trains full time.
Yeah, I was playing with trains all the time. I had quite a reputation in the police department. They actually sent me down one day to give a ticket to a train who was blocking a crossing.
Stop it.
Yeah.
So they sent you?
And
Did you talk?
they
You
sent-
probably hung out with the engineer
They
instead
sent
of
me-
giving the ticket.
Well, no, they were going to give the ticket to the engineer, and the engineer is not in charge of the train. The conductor's in charge of the train. So I found the conductor and gave him the ticket.
You gave him a ticket?
Yes.
Did you get him to join the club anyway?
No.
Oh,
He
man.
was actually from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, really?
He was happy because he got paid pretty good to come down and go to court.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep.
Now, what are some of these photographs you have here?
These are all historic photographs from the layouts over the years, from the 1920s, 1930s, and whatnot. We got using the larger ones here.
Oh, yeah, let's use the larger ones. And how long you been in this building?
This building since 1956.
1956 in the same building.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And this photo was when we were located down in the Lackawanna terminal, and it's, believe it or not, it's the Delaware Water Gap.
Oh, right,
Before-
okay.
Before Route 80 went through. 'Cause
Tim, look at the model of the
Railroads-
Delaware Water Gap.
Railroads on both sides. Railroads on both sides.
I see that like every day.
Route 80, yeah, but Route 80 is right where this tracks are here.
No kidding.
Uh,
And what's this, under construction?
Around the Indian Head.
Yeah, it was under construction down in the Hoboken terminal.
Oh, okay.
That layout under construction is as large as this building.
Oh, wow.
The layout was 50 by 100. The building here is 50 by 100.
And is this is down in Lackawanna Station as well?
Oh, no, that's a photograph here of an earlier layout, the HO gauge layout, which has been rebuilt 3 times. And that was a time when the HO layout had the yards in the background.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So let's turn it back over to Joe for a little bit. Joe, you want to fill in some gaps here? What have you got? What do you guys got going on now? Andy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else you want to add to?
I'll just keep talking and talking.
Okay.
Bob, keep talking.
No,
Well-
that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly
Yeah.
fine. That's what we're here for. Andy, thank you so much.
Welcome.
I hope you stick around. We're gonna just bounce around talking to people about the organization.
Well,
Um,
certainly you got two of the elder statesmen there giving you the feedback around our drum heads and our shop area. So certainly reach out to a couple of the other seniors, Ralph and Doug. Doug being the oldest member from the mid 1960s. So he's seen a lot of different items going on with the society, and certainly we need to look at some more trains. I think, right? We need to look at some O scale trains. You need to look at some new scale. You got to look at the digital command station. You got to look underneath the layout. Jim Murphy there, he's going to give you some really good information, some technical information on how the trains are run using digital command control systems, how we watch and monitor our rolling stock with resistors that are grain size that we put on each and every single train that's there. And that's really quite a feat in itself, not to mention all the scale modeling that's on the layouts. So if you look at any of the buildings, any of the track layouts,
right here.
all the switching that you see on both layouts are all handmade by the members. All the track is hand laid by the members. So again, a lot of detailed information that you got to talk to some of those other members around there, and really get some good, really good modeling experience from it. So reach out and start talking to some of the members.
I think what we're gonna do is I would like someone to explain the modern controls. But first, I think I'm gonna walk underneath, and I think people should see what it's like to go underneath the displays.
Okay. I'll take you up to the, we'll start with what we call the old school operation.
Okay, old school operation. We're going in.
We're going in.
All right, guys, this is like a secret little thing here. I don't know how he just fit down there. I'm gonna try and not kill myself here. Okay, if we lose reception, we'll be back. All right, we're in the tunnels here, and we got Andy's actually crawling around here. I'm trying my best to crawl around and not hit my head.
You need to put your construction helmet on there.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my God. All right, here we go. We're going up the steps here. Holy guacamole here. I'm trying here. It's unbelievable. All right, I'm in. Wow, where are we?
This is the O-scale layout control panels. Wow. We have the control panels here. Basically, the panel is a schematic drawing of the layout.
Oh, okay.
This particular area here covers the freight yard, the passenger yard, and all down there that you see in that first level.
Wow.
These are all the tracks. By flipping the switch, and then turning the power up. This is all old school technology.
This is like straight out of Doc Brown. There's a lot of switches over here. I feel like we're about to turn on the power meter here, or like the speaker.
Turn that one up.
All right, we're gonna turn it up. Here we go.
And you'll see the Baltimore House channel.
Oh, no way!
You hear the sound come up?
Yeah. Okay, that green one over there.
No, the blue and.
Oh, the blue?
Yeah, turn it all the way.
All the way?
Yeah, you got to turn it up all the way.
All right, we're going. We're going.
It's got a very long train behind it.
Oh, wow. It's all the way up.
Yeah,
it's starting to move.
Here it goes.
I don't know if you guys could see this. All the way out there.
All right, you're now certified as a locomotive engineer.
Oh my God, she's cruising.
So is that a potentiometer or are those rheostats?
No, these are old school rheostats.
Oh, rheostats. Sorry.
Rheostats. There's the only electronics we have in here on the O-scale side is behind me. You look up into here. We have detection circuits which detect current draw in the different blocks and give us a detection light on the panel.
I brought a heat camera. Would that help? I brought a thermal camera with me.
I don't see it. It just doesn't get hot enough.
Okay. Okay.
But you'll see.
Well, but the train's gone now. So
yeah,
where is he?
The train is now going up on what we call track 2. That's going up into this section right here. You'll see it at about about a minute or so, because it's traveling about 150 feet. It'll come out of the on the center track, the portal right coming out of the mountain there on the center track.
Is he going to come up here?
And it's going to come up underneath us.
Oh, perfect. All right.
You want to hang on a second?
Okay, it's coming.
You can hear it coming.
Oh, good. Ralph, perfect timing. There we go. Nice job, Ralph. There we go. It's moving. And if I turn this red one, I slow him down?
No, he's over on this control here.
Oh, you change controls.
Yeah, it'll go. It goes through sections, and each section is broken down into blocks. So he's now up into what we call silver section.
Wow.
And he'll stay there until he gets around the bend over there.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh wow, he's really going far. This is like the
And it's only,
guys. This is insane. Just like the biggest train
it's only covered about.
set you'll ever play with. Can't imagine you get access to anything bigger than this. Is he gonna come in here?
Yeah, so it's right behind us.
He's coming inside right here. Look at this. You ready? He's gonna come to the hole. There he is. It's huge, by the way. This thing is like the longest train. Oh, look at the car. It's a bubble car.
Yeah. It's one of the sightseeing cars.
This is awesome. I didn't know he's coming in the office.
All the wiring you see in here is, it's the panel. The panel is wired.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna lift it up. Oh
see all the
wow!
wiring
Look
under
at
there?
this. Wow, that's a lot of wiring.
All right.
Oh my God! I thought electric cars were a problem. Look at this harness. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, that's all analog.
Yes.
This is a strictly analog railroad.
Holy schmoly! Have you ever wired anything like? Can you imagine? Hey guys, I got a little problem. We got to chase down a short. Yeah, right. It'll take you 10 years.
Well,
Hey,
when you
this might
when
be
you do
better than the
something like
Terrazzo
this-
episode.
when you build something like this, you build it like a brick shit house. Nothing goes there.
That's okay. That's all right. That's all right.
You build like the entire layout can be walked on. You can walk on any part of this layout.
Wow.
Now it's coming back.
All right, it's coming back.
It's-
Ralph's doing a good job capturing the action.
Yeah, it went up to Jersey, went up to Port Jarvis. Now it's working. It's going to make its way back down.
Oh, he's coming back in the office.
No,
Oh, he's down there.
Hey, so Ron,
Yes.
when was this part, like this setup, built?
When was this built? This part of this O track.
this has been in service since about 1955, 58. It's been upgraded in a couple of locations. We change the scenes in it every so often just to give some of the people coming back to our shows, you have to see something different.
Hold on, Ralph. We got to mute. Ralph, can you mute for just a second? On yours? Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Just mute. Yeah, thanks, Ralph. But that's good what you're doing out there. Yeah, go ahead. So when did you guys make this? This side?
This side was built between 1955 and 65.
1955 and 1965. It
Uh,
only took 10 years to build it and another
but it's been rebuilt.
100 to
upgraded,
maintain it.
upgraded and whatnot. It's amazing that in this layout, they're using little two step basically. The black relays up here.
Yeah.
Those are Western Electric relays made in the war production in Kearney, New Jersey.
Wow,
The
really?
reason we found that out is my code numbers on them.
War surplus.
No surplus.
Oh my God. Hey, if Angie's out there, can you bring me the thermal camera? If anybody knows where that is, that would be really cool to see that. Tim, are you blown away? This thing's so fun.
You know, yes, I totally love model railroads. I really, really do. That is probably something you did not know.
See it up here on the screens.
No, I didn't know that.
That's how we keep track of them.
Oh, they have a whole like security camera style, observation. And you're kind of like in a tower up here.
Mhm. Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Because there's areas out there we can't see from here, but you can see it on the screens. Train moving around.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, nice.
Here it comes down.
Ralph's doing some
All
great.
right, I want us to stop it there.
Okay.
Okay,
So, what other areas should we go to?
well, let's go over to the HO side.
Oh, we're going HO,
Well,
baby. Let's
yeah.
do it.
Hey.
One of the experts over there, they'll explain to you how it works digitally.
Yeah,
So,
so
Tim,
Ron,
I don't know if you- oh, go
I
ahead.
would, Ron, I would say talk with some of the HO, talk with Jim Murphy and some of the HO guys, because they can give you some really good, interesting feedback. And I don't know if Doug is there, and
Doug
he
is
can
here.
take.
Let's go. I'm gonna go get John.
I was going to
Okay.
say he can show off the DCC screens up in the HO balcony and get a different perspective from HO there.
That would be great. Just so everybody, Tim, I don't know if you know this, but they've come a long way with the whole DC thing. It's no longer just rheostat. They now have digital communication, and that's what we're about to learn about right now.
Yeah, well, that's why I heard him say that, but he said that was an older setup, an analog. So I was curious what
we have
the
two
setup
layouts.
was.
We have two layouts. One is the O scale, which you just saw, and now the one we're walking over to is the HO, which is the new technology, digital command control.
Okay, so yeah, Joe, I didn't realize until I visited the other day that there's a whole digital situation going on. So we're gonna get somebody who's going to explain. How you doing? Thanks for bringing the drop train. That was very nice. Yeah, it worked out perfectly. So while they're getting that ready, they're getting Doug ready for us. Is that
Doug should be coming here.
okay? Well, as we wait for, here he comes. Okay, perfect.
Show you how to work that thing.
All right.
Question
Doug,
for
you're the
Joe.
man.
How are you?
How you doing, Doug?
Good, thank you.
Thanks for being here and to show us.
Thanks for coming by.
This is all the people on the podcast.
Okay, cool.
Lots of people joining.
All
We
right.
got Roy is in California, and we got Tim is in out in Western New Jersey, Northwest, and we got Peter's up in Toronto, Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of people. And Duke's in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Right, Stroudsburg, okay.
There you go.
All right.
Okay, so yeah,
Ask Tim.
Tim.
Is Tim an NRA member? National Motor Railroad Association.
No, I'm not. I'm
I
not.
thought you'd be one of my guys. I'm the membership chairman for New Jersey.
No, I'm not. I actually live in Pennsylvania, but I used to do this when I was a kid with my grandpa, and I had a little 4x8 layout that him and I built.
Wow. So all right, we're gonna get into they've come a long way, Tim. And Doug's gonna show us how the new digital controls work. Okay, we're ready.
All right, maybe you can climb up here.
Okay, another climbing situation. We've got to go up.
Injuring yourself?
All right, I think I could do it. All right, we're going up. We're going in.
You want to hold the camera while you go?
Oh, good idea, but I think I got it. Thank you. All right, we're in another command center. Okay. This is so cool. All right. Doug.
Okay. So this is a representation of the main line of our HO railroad. It starts down here in our lower section. This is very similar to what the real dispatchers on the other railroads are looking at.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Extremely similar.
Wow. So you could almost
it's
do
like-
training here.
We can. So what we have is everything is signaled. We have signals, as you see, all over the layout. We have them represented in here, and everywhere you see a red line is where there's a train. Boy, have we got a lot of trains on the layout there tonight. So, for instance, if you look down there, you see that train running through there?
Yeah, over
That
there.
would be this train running, this one right through here.
Okay.
Now it's going to go into the other room.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is right
Because there's
there.
2 rooms past the
Yeah. Then
blue
it'll come
area
out.
there.
Then it'll come out in this area here. So the dispatcher would be sitting at this, making decisions on where trains are going to go.
Right.
And then he would throw the switches in. From here, I can actually throw the switch. I have to be careful which one I throw now.
Now, how do you throw switches digitally? You just click them?
Yeah, well, if you see here, you see my mouse.
Let me get closer. Hold
Sure,
on.
come on in.
Let's get it real
Let us see
close.
here.
Yeah, let's learn about how to run this system.
All right, so I'm looking at this area, which is what we call shops. It's a name. It's
Okay.
this area down where you were working from, where the station there,
Oh yeah.
down there next to the train. If you
Mhm.
follow that line on the outside track right up to there.
Yeah. Oh, there's
and
some switches
there's
here.
some switches there. So I have the ability to click on somewhere on that switch and throw it. So if I do that, and you'll see,
Oh, I just saw it move.
okay, well,
Okay. Wow.
so now you can see that the train is able to move from the outside track and continue on.
Wow. I'm gonna go down there. You're gonna flip the switch for
Sure,
me.
easy to do.
All right, I'm gonna guys. We're gonna get the action here. We can't leave you out of the action. All right, I'm gonna go down there. And Tim, you'd be freaking out in here. This is so cool. Okay, this is the switch area they're talking about. Go ahead.
I just looked it back, sorry.
Oh, there it goes. This is the one. All right, all right. Now I got my camera on it. Go ahead. There it goes. Did you guys see that? There it goes. We got the switch. Oh, and we got a train headed for it. This guy's doing something here.
You want sound?
Yeah, sure. That's amazing. Somehow. Now, Doug, is that what you want to show me about the switching?
Well, I think you can see it. So his train is coming through this area and it's going to go all the way down here.
Okay, wow.
So it's,
It is a busy day. And then we want to know about how you do the sound, but should I start talking about
sound is on each individual engine. There's a PC board in the engine that decodes the signals coming from all these command stations. There's 4 others that guys.
But okay, I have a naive question. Okay. I have a question, teacher. Okay.
All right ahead.
Okay. You're giving power and signal on 2 tracks?
Yeah, the engines are taking power off the rails,
Okay.
but on riding on top of the rails are digital signal.
Wow.
And each receiver on each engine is individually programmed for that engine by
Oh.
the engine number. So that engine is looking for signals to what's your engine number, Seth?
3128.
So when he programs in his throttle, he wants to control engine 3128. That throttle sends signals to that engine and that engine only. So that engine is listening to the signal coming off the track. When it catches its signal and says, speed up, slow down, blow the horn, turn on the headlights, that's what it does.
Wow.
And no other engine on the layout will do that.
Even though they're on the same track.
Right.
So it's sending power and signal.
And signal over, yes.
Wow. Did you guys know that? I had no idea they were doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is it like different radio frequencies in the line, or just how does it determine? How does it distinguish?
Pulse modulation.
So in each individual train or locomotive, we have what's called a decoder. And each decoder when we program it, it's given a certain number, so to say. And that number, we like to program it to the number that's on the side of the locomotive, so we know what number to call up next time we're running the locomotive. So for me, I bought a locomotive, I purchased it, it's shipped to me, I get it, and then when I put it on the layout, I want to be able to run that locomotive with that number. So I then program it to the number on the side of the locomotive. In my case, it's 3128. So on my controller, I pulled up 3128, and I am now running 3128.
That's amazing. How you doing, Ron?
Seth, nice to meet you.
Seth, thanks for being here. Amazing. So yeah, so I guess it is. You said pulse width modulation. Yes, go ahead.
Remember when we were talking about earlier today, we were at a funeral for one of our friends?
Yes.
That's his train.
Oh wow. We should honor him.
Lulu Cash.
Lulu Cash.
Lulu Cash was his name. That's his train.
This is his beard train.
Do you want to say something for all the members and for him and maybe?
I've been a member here for almost 50 years. And I know Lou. I think he joined about 40 years ago. Lou is probably one of as much as I am, a real model builder, model railroader, but he also was very interested in real trains. And Lou, myself, and 2 other guys, we used to go out at least 4 times a year all over the East Coast, out as far as Chicago, to video
Oh,
trains
wow.
back, back in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
That's amazing.
Actually, not video back then, it was film.
Yeah. Wow.
But he was a great model builder. Passed away over the weekend, and we were at the wake for that.
I'm very sorry, and but I appreciate that you guys took the time to, even on the same night, have us in here. And are you running this train in honor of him?
That's on the way up because he put it on the way out, and it's going to be there for some time now, I think.
How long is this train?
What is it, about 50 cars?
Holy moly! Wow, incredible. And so
and it's all beer cars.
Okay.
It's all beer cars.
So Ron,
yeah, Joe.
I was just going to say, each of these cars, right? The question too should be asked is, how do you identify each car when you're sitting up where Doug is? Each of those cars has a resistor on it so that you're able to locate it using that resistor. So maybe one of the guys can show you what a resistor looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Can you just stop it for a second?
Okay, we're gonna
Is that your train? No.
we're gonna dissect it a little bit and get into it. That was a great idea, Joe.
Also, each of these
Andy,
engines
thank you.
each of these engines have hundreds of configurations. So even though we're talking about like sound and lights, right? Each one of them can be tweaked to some degree in almost incredible fashion. You can have momentum. And here's the resistor.
There's the resistor right there, the tip of my finger.
Yeah. Oh wow.
You see it?
Yeah, right on the axle, right?
That's the resistor. Each car has
So it's like a tag.
a resistor in it, and that will show up on the computer screens.
Oh, you mean it's a certain amount of ohms?
Yeah.
And it'll know that, see that on there.
Yeah, it'll show.
This way,
It doesn't.
It's like
It doesn't identify
track
the individual.
detector.
Yeah, it doesn't identify the individual car, but it identifies that there is a car in a certain area of the railroad.
Oh.
And in this case, the entire train. Each car has a resistor. So as the train runs around through the different blocks, the real short blocks, which are some of them are only about 3-4 feet long, which are areas we have switch work and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those blocks, if you had a long train like this and you only had the engine with detection and the trail car with detection, the train is over the block and it's only 3 feet long. It's going to assume that the block is empty and it might route a different train through the block. So that's why you have to have.
Oh, you do need some resistance on the line
to
to show that you're there.
Yeah, I believe the 1,000 ohm resistors.
Oh wow, okay. That's incredible.
The other thing too, Ron, you might want to ask Jim or one of the other guys to take you underneath the HO layout to show you what we call the pit, where they can assemble the cars.
You want to take me in there? All right, we're going to the pit. We're going in. Oh my God, they just disappeared underneath there. All right, here we go.
All right, this layout's lower than the other layout.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Hill, I'm doing this for you here. I'm suffering for your enjoyment.
Oh, I'm loving this.
No, me too. I'm only kidding. This is awesome. All right, I'm in something here. Oh God.
Oh, you're good.
I hit something.
This is what we call the pit. So we have freight trains here in the front. I'm going to call the front half of the pit. And in the back, if you can see back there, we have all the passenger trains parked there.
Okay.
So the longest we can fit roughly, we can fit about eight trains here, and then we always double up the trains on each track to make sure we have enough room for as many trains as we can fit down here as possible.
Okay.
So a lot of times you'll see guys backing the train out of the pit and then pulling it onto the main due to the fact that we almost always have 2 trains on each storage track.
What are these? These look like little metal detectors.
So that's just the beginning of the track or of the section over there.
Wow.
That just tells you where to stop the train so you don't go too far past and foul the line, or
Okay.
create a short, as we call it.
I mean, guys, you understand, we're down here. It is like the pit. We got like a drop light in here. This is like, it's so cool in here. I feel like I'm in a clubhouse.
And on these boards,
Like a tree house or something.
on these boards, we can control what track and what train we take off of any given track. So if I want track 5, I'm going to take a New York Central tube train. I'm going to push this button, push this on. I'm going to push this button is.
What does the button do?
The button will throw a switch. So
Oh, I heard
here,
something. I heard something move.
if you look at number 5.
Oh yeah. There's a number? Ooh. I hear something happening, like a solenoid or something.
Yep.
Oh, there we
Pulse
go.
Devices.
Okay, do it again. Am I in the right spot?
Yep.
Hold on. Let me get the camera in the right spot. Oh, here we go.
Yes, there was motion.
Okay. Wow.
I am throwing switch number 606 for pit track 5.
Oh, there we go. That just moved.
That will throw a train into the storage track, and then if I throw it again, it is now lined for the runaround.
Oh, okay.
We always leave one track open for runaround purposes.
And what does it look like underneath here? Let's see. Oh yeah. Here, let me get the drop light. Oh wow, look at this. Oh yeah, these are like these little green guys are they move the switch, right? Wow, that's cool. Oh, this is awesome.
Are they servo motors?
Yeah, they're kind of like servos, like from a remote control car. Is that right, Joe? Okay. How's the reception? Everything good? You guys
All
there?
good. Yep. Sounds good.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, cool. So when you hit the button, that's a switch.
Yes.
But what's this toggle?
This toggle gives power to the track.
Oh,
And then I think power, and then power is turned off.
got it.
Power on, power off, like a light switch.
Got it. Okay. And that's simply, so you just have switches down here. But what's the difference between this panel and the digital panel up there?
So on the computer, it is a digital layout
Okay.
of the main line.
Yeah.
It's a layout and a schematic of the entire main line
Uh-huh.
of the entire layout. And there are some other tracks that are shown on the screen.
But this one's different?
Yes. So
Okay.
the computer controls just the main part of the layout.
Uh-huh.
These control panels here control just the pit or the
Oh,
storage.
storage down here. Got it.
We just call it the pit.
The pit.
The pit.
All right.
Ron,
Yes.
don't touch anything.
Hey,
Legal
Seth.
supervision required.
It's too late, Tim.
Hey, Ron.
I know how you operate.
Hey, Ron, ask Seth if the hump yard is on.
Seth?
Yes. The hump yard? Yes.
Okay, he's going down further.
So you
going
might want to
somewhere.
see, you might want to go back to the outside of the layout where he's going to go, and you'll be able to see the operation of the hump yard.
Okay, I don't know what's happening right now, but
You have to have good knees to work there.
yeah, this is like one of the oldest members. He just ran around. Look, we got another one crawling around in here. All right, I'm here.
This is where you need a mechanic's creeper just to get through there.
Oh yeah. Okay, I just popped up in the middle of nowhere. I'm in the middle of the set here. Guys, the detail that these people go through. Look at this. Look at this. They got little bicycle. Look at this. Look at down that avenue. It's amazing. Look at this. Oh my God. Look, I think you could see in this window here. Is there anybody in there? Oh my God.
No peeking.
Yeah, I know, right?
Peeping Ron.
Still under
Yeah.
construction too.
Amazing.
That's me.
All right, so what are we doing here now?
This is our hump yard.
Okay.
And we have magnets over here on in between the rails. So when we roll a car over the track, we'll have a locomotive shove, push it up over here, and when it comes over the magnet, because we use metal couplers, it'll detach, it'll uncouple, and whatever track we want, we'll use this panel over here.
Oh, what's this?
And right back here,
like
when
a
we
trick.
when we have the air compressor running, this button here will toggle the air vents that are right here to slow down the cars like retarders in a real hump yard.
Is that what they do?
Yes.
Well, they don't use air. They squeeze the sides of the wheels.
Oh, really? So you're using air, like what PSI, like 5 or 10?
I'm not sure what the PSI.
Oh, okay. I saw a little regulator here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Tim, they got a regulator right here. Peter, they're using air regulation to slow down the cars.
That's a great
Hey,
method.
Hey, Ron.
45
Yeah.
50.
It's about 20 to 25 PSI.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
Wow, that's a lot.
25 to 50 PSI, and the compressor is located in the basement. They actually just turned it.
Yeah, he just turned the compressor on.
And what's Seth, right?
Yes.
And what's this?
So this.
Okay. All right.
So this panel controls the 4 hump yard tracks. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And this button right here controls the hump lead access. And you can go from the main yard. This is the west side. That is the east side.
Yeah.
You can go from the main yard, cross under the hump yard, pull all the way back towards go all the way back, and then press this button, and you'll have a access to the hump yard itself. So this right now, the green means there's width for the side to go past the hump yard.
Yeah.
But now you're aligned to go through the hump yard.
Okay, I got you.
And each one of these switches.
And this is kind of trick. He's got it on a drawer. Look at that. Push that in. There you go. This is great. This is amazing. Did anybody find the heat camera? Oh, the thermal camera's right over there. I'd love to see with the thermal camera. Like heat and stuff, and maybe, I don't know.
What is it, number 5?
So, Joe, what do you think? We've covered a lot. What am I missing?
I think the one of the real new technologies, even though you think digital command is the forerunner, I don't know if Ralph, Bob, and Andy might want to show you the cutting edge of technology on the O scale called Bluetooth. Right? It might not be new to you guys, but for model railroading, Bluetooth is coming to us. So I don't know if they're able to show you the availability of how we're going to be running engines in the future.
Bluetooth on the O scale?
That would be, hey, Andy.
Yeah,
Andy.
Ralph, Andy, and Bob, and Pete, they will be able to demonstrate it potentially for you guys if they got it running up there.
Okay, we're gonna work on that.
Yep.
Do you think that would be a fun thing? The thermal camera. I thought maybe to look at some transistors or look at some of the hot stuff. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see it actually what is hot there or not. Be kind of interesting to see it ourselves.
Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. Oh, we got some people that are hot.
Yeah, that's the last thing I need to have an image of.
All right, let's see. What maybe we'll go down. Oh, okay. Here we go. We're gonna go over here.
Try the locomotive since it's been running for a while.
Oh, where's that?
Right here.
Okay, let's look at a locomotive. Okay. Okay, we're gonna follow them. Oh, I gotta catch up. Guys. All right. Oh yeah, it's hot for sure. Look at that. I'm gonna try and capture this. Yeah, the train's hot. Look at that. That front train. Wow, that's cool. Is there any way to bring them back here?
Yes, he's gonna be coming right around
Oh,
on
okay.
this track right here.
Are you real? Hold on. Oh yeah, that's a real person.
I'm very much alive.
Yes, he is. He is very much real. He is not a crash test dummy.
Okay.
As much as I feel like one sometimes.
Okay. All right, we're down in the pit here. Oh, look at this. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Some of the because of the yeah, there you go. I don't know, just a new toy I have, so I thought I would show it around. We're gonna go over to the H to the O in a second, but I think we got
Coming around
Coming around right now.
oh, okay. Here comes a train, and it's got some lights on it, but we're gonna look at to see. Is this a good spot for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, there it is. You can see it kind of moving. Hold on. We'll get it right here. Oh, there you go. See that hot spot right there, and then the rest of the cars are blue. That was a perfect example. There you go.
Like anything else, the trains can't run forever. If we ran them all the time, eventually they would overheat, and the electronics would quite literally fry up. So
Yeah.
every so often we have to park them. That's why usually most trains that come out of here run up, they come back down,
Nice.
they park, and another train comes, takes their place. So in a 4 or 5 hour show, usually each train gets out about 2 to 3 times
Wow.
in
Wow.
a 4 or 5 hour period.
Okay, so let's go to the O Bluetooth.
We call it Blue Nami.
Blue Nami.
Yes.
All right. You want to lead me the way out of here?
Sure.
All right. We'll follow you.
We'll go this way.
Okay. All right, here we go. We're going for Bluetooth O scale. That's that old Lionel scale. I know Duke's got a bunch of Lionels. I can tell already. All right, let's see. Okay, we made it to the other side here. All right, how's the reception? You guys okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, wow. This is amazing. So cool. Are you having fun? Okay. Okay, where should I go for Blue Nami? All right, we're doing it. So what was your name again?
Howard.
Howard, thank you for showing us this. What is this cool thing you have? What do you do with that? What are the young kids are always playing with the iPad. You know, I can't believe it.
Oh, this controls the train.
Okay. All right, cool. Which train we controlling?
Santa Fe right over here.
Oh, no way. Look at that. Let's go see that. Wow. Oh, is this in the way? Wow, look at these beautiful trains. Okay, so what we're doing now is he's got controls here. Now, what are you going to do?
Well, this controls the speed, headlight, bell, and 2 whistles.
Wow. And which train is that? Is that this one?
Where is it? There it is, right there.
Oh, wow. That thing's moving. No way. Can I push it?
Sure.
Wow. Oh, he's in the tunnel now.
So the Bluetooth technology is really new for model railroading. It's coming out in the last year and a half and so, and it's something that we've been testing and experimenting with on the O scale. And basically, you add a chip into the engine, and instead of using a DCC control as we were doing it on the HO side, we're using Bluetooth technology, which is kind of really new for model railroading. And you're going to start to see more and more of this technology coming out because why? You can download an app on your phone, Android, Apple, and basically run your engines on your layout. This is really a great technology for old school engines that can be converted. And once you convert it, you can keep your layout without doing much of a change to the guts of the layout itself.
Wow. This is so cool. What? This is amazing. I can't believe it. Now, so you're sending Bluetooth to the train's getting a DC, and you probably just, now what do? Just max out the rheostat and then control the speed here? Okay. Okay. How many volts is on the track? Oh. 12 volts?
Here it is here.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
16.
15 or 16. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. It gives you a readout. That's pretty cool, too. Wow. That's amazing. Do you ever use, you don't use AC motors at all, do you?
No.
Never, right? Okay. Okay. DC. That's the way to go. Cool. This is awesome. Well, okay. So, yeah, what else should we cover here? We're kind of trying to wrap it up, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is Ralph still there? I think I saw
Ralph?
him. Maybe you guys want to end it back in the shop, and
Yeah, let's
Ralph
do
can
that.
Ralph can give you a little tutorial about what's going on for our 100th anniversary. Again, how we began,
Okay.
and you know, give you a good flair for it.
Okay. All right, we're gonna go to Ralph in the shop, and like Joseph said, I think we'll wrap it up and get everybody ready for the next. I got to tell you how beautiful it is in here. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but it's incredible. Like you're just
Hey,
in this,
Ron.
like, yeah.
Do they restore like older trains there?
Is there a restoration? Where's the model shop?
Yeah.
In there.
In there.
Oh yes, they 100% do. Tim, they absolutely do work on these trains. The whole idea is that they are a modeling, really a model engineer club. More than just a train is just one model that it's on the track there. Is that a good accurate description, Joe?
Absolutely. Like I said, the founding fathers weren't railroad modelers per se as they are today, but they were machinists. They were draftsmen that would design their engines. They would mill out their wheel sets. They would do and build, model engineering to scale combustion engines, steam engines, and all sorts of stuff. And actually, what you're seeing there are some of the models that were made. If you look at the ferry boat that's there on the lower one, the gentleman in the picture behind that actually is the one that took measurements with his father of the ferry and recreated it in scale. And that was one of the models that were at the Hoboken terminal back in the late 40s and early 50s. Andy was one of the ones, he was able to find it at a antique store down in Florida, and we were able to get it back. So it's really one of those older, unique models. But when you think about it, somebody built this from scratch. I mean, that takes an art. That's a skill set. That's
this was parked, and it was a restaurant for a while, right?
Yeah, up on up the Binghamton was up on the Hudson River, up in, I think it was it Fort Lee? I think it was
like Edgewater.
Edgewater, that's it, Edgewater, and it sunk during Sandy. But yeah, it was a restaurant for years, years and years.
Wow, that's amazing. All right, let's find. We're looking for Ralph, right?
Yeah, where's Ralph?
Is Ralph still here? Is Ralph here, guys? Ralph?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna wrap it up in the shop here, and maybe you could give us talk about the 100th anniversary, and we'll just wrap it up. All right, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, super cool. And if anybody's a fan of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Joe, you want to talk about this? Are these the real trolleys from the show?
Yeah, actually, Ralph can tell you a little bit about more of that. We got that as a donation, and the puppet that's in the middle came from one of the members.
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this as a donation from a gentleman called Frederick E. Miller.
The guy always had a passion for cooking, so he went to culinary school and became a chef in one of the 5-star restaurants over in New York City.
Mhm.
He also was a big railroad guy, collected Lionel stuff. And along the way, these were props that were used on the show. They weren't used as far as the real filming of the show, but there would be like static scenes or picture scenes. They would use these two as props.
Mm.
The sock puppet, that was one of 50 that was made. They were made in Belgium.
Okay.
And there was, again, those were made for the show.
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
Would you like to talk about our 100th anniversary?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay.
All right. So 100th anniversary coming up right here. And
The New York Society started in New York City. And it was a group of individuals prior to 1926. And they were interested in building boats.
okay.
And they were motorized boats. As you can see, here's a picture.
Wait 1 second. Tim, can you mute Joe? Joe, can you mute yourself for just a sec? There's some feedback. There we go. Perfect. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Now, this is a picture of our first president of the society, Mr. Elliott. That was a boat that he built. And consequently, over the years, they would have races in Central Park at Conservatory Pond. That's what this ship ahoy and this article is all about. And what they did was they were called tether boats. And what they did, they had a 50-foot cable and they were running a 100-foot radius. They do 4 or 5 laps and they would use a stopwatch on every lap.
Okay.
And then they'd average the times, and that's how they determined first, second, and third place as far as the speed went, time went of the boat racing.
All right.
This was later years. They developed the William Elliott Memorial for model gas steam powered boats, the New York Society of Model Engineers. This goes all the way back to New York City to the 40s. And these are different plaques that they, different winners. They
Wow.
provided trophies.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Here's a picture in New York City of some of the boats they built.
Wow.
Now, this boat right here, let me take the picture away.
Mm-hmm.
This boat was actually a replica of a boat they built back in the early 50s. And they actually raced this boat. What happens is over the years, you know, from racing, they just get abused.
Yeah.
So then they become shelf candy.
Oh yeah.
People will buy them. They'll take the motors out of them. They'll refinish them. And like you see, this was on a plaque. This was on an individual shelf.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a display of all his boats. And moving over here, we have a little article here. These was the New York Central barges and tug. These things are almost 100 years old.
Whoa.
And look at all the detail for being back in the 1900s.
Wow.
And we were given these as a donation. This is just another example of what they were doing back in the early 1900s as far as the hobby went. And the hobby was really a rich man's hobby.
I like this one.
Okay, now we're getting into the tether cars.
Okay.
This is a 1970 tether car that made by Cox. This was the kit that it came with.
Wow.
And up here, you'll see a display of what they call the Thimbledrome cars. These were popular back in the 30s and 40s. You can see actually ones that were built for the society. Now, this Thimbledrome car was a racer. You can see where the tether's connected.
Oh yeah.
And what happens over the years, when these things, as they get older, they'll strip the motors out of them. And again, people will buy these for display unit pieces on their shelves.
Mm-hmm.
A Thimbledrome car that's an operational
Yeah.
could cost up to thousands of dollars.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they'll go back and actually do a full restoration on them.
Wow, this is cool.
And this shows you how the motor would have been mounted. Let me turn this around. The motor would have been mounted in here. And when I turn it over, this plate unscrews and you would actually have your gearbox and stuff, how
wow.
it shows right here.
Yeah, look at this. That's a good diagram right there.
And here,
Mm-hmm.
This just shows you the racing, the tether.
Oh yeah, there's the tether. Wow, this is so cool.
Also, they were building wooden planes.
Yeah, that's a big one.
This is a golem. These guys go back to, God, the 50s at least.
Wow.
This is a kit that they did in 1980. So what I did was I basically built the superstructure just to show people how intricate these things were.
Oh yeah.
Everything, as you can see, everything, all these runners had to be glued to the ribs, same up here.
Mhm.
And this is just all the parts. It's all wooden parts. And what they did was they would cover the wings.
Oh yeah.
And then they would use a doping material to stiffen it up.
You know, I got to tell you, these are really important. And I'll tell you why, because they inspire kids, they inspire people. And I've done some model airplanes with some students, and those students came back to visit recently. They work on F-35 jets.
Okay.
So I can't believe it, but these little wood models can inspire someone to really strive for the best. And
I was building one of these kits when I was 14 back in the early 60s.
yeah.
I didn't have the skill to really kind of get into help finish a kit, but there were some older teenagers in the neighborhood that did this, and they guided me along. And I actually built a plane similar to this. I never flew it. I just had it as a display in my bedroom.
Cool. It's awesome.
And in testers, later years, they came out with what they called the U-control planes.
Mm.
And what they did was you had two pieces of wire here.
Oh,
And
okay.
they actually controlled.
Oh, no
their
kidding.
line. Yes.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Now, this was made by testers. This was a plastic kit that was glued together. And then you bought the
I remember
motor.
testers. I had all that stuff.
Yeah. Then you bought the motor.
Yep.
It had the fuel tank.
Mm-hmm.
And then another piece of history. This is strictly New Jersey history. Becker Farms. Becker Farms was located up in Livingston, New Jersey.
Oh, really?
It was actually a dairy farm. And Mr. Becker had a passion for trains. So he
Okay.
actually built a miniature railroad on his property.
Oh my God, no way.
And what they would do is on the weekends during the summer,
Yeah.
they would have the train rides. Then you would go to his dairy store where he sold dairy products,
Oh,
ice
perfect.
cream, fruits and vegetables.
Attraction.
So attraction. So this was
Yeah.
a day out for the kids.
Good idea.
Fortunately, when they built Route 280,
Oh.
they cut his railroad in half.
Oh,
They
geez.
petitioned the state to have them build a tunnel, but they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So basically, the railroad went out.
Oh my God, the
You know,
railroad's coming.
Ron, some of those older, like scaled engines like that and trains
Yeah.
were powered by Model A engines.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Good idea. Little 4-cylinder. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the bigger models, the bigger boats.
Yeah.
Now, this is
Yeah,
something.
you know, the bigger trains, like there's one out
Oh,
here
yes.
in Bangor like that. Yeah. One of
Well,
those
Becker-
trains like that. They're powered by Model A engines. Well, some of them.
Yeah, this one was battery powered, but he did build an actual scale steam engine
Oh wow.
that was at the Ford Museum.
Oh wow.
And then they wanted to bring it back to Roseland, but the politicians got involved and another private individual bought it.
Mm.
I'm not sure of the location now where the steam engine is, but it is in the hands of a private individual.
Cool.
But Harry Becker did basically had a machine shop and he built the steam engine himself.
Nice.
This was a very popular place among anybody. Matter of fact, here's a picture of their flyer, and they would advertise in the society's pamphlets
Nice.
when we were over in Hoboken.
So okay.
And
Yeah. This
another
is.
point of
Oh
interest.
yeah.
Everybody remembers getting things out of cereal boxes.
Yeah.
Well, back in the late 50s, Post cereals started coming out with these metal railroad badges. There's a
Oh,
total
yeah,
of
that's
28
pretty
of
cool.
them. And they
Wow.
were all the major railroads at that time. We actually have this collection. An interesting story about this, the display case was a donation. Probably about 85% of the badges were donations. Some of the badges came off of Andy Bruscott's locker, and 2 badges I had to buy from eBay to
Okay.
complete the set. So we
Nice.
had the complete set of 28.
Oh, okay. Sugar Crisp. Can't remember
Post
that one.
cereals.
I don't know if I had that one. I mean, they're all kind of Sugar Crisp.
And then, as Andy told you, these are all pictures from New York,
Yeah.
Hoboken, in Carlstadt.
Wow, this is so
And it's,
cool.
it's just,
So are you gonna have a big show this weekend? What's going on?
Oh, okay. Yes, we're gonna have a big show this weekend. We're gonna be open to the general public on Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 5 in
Okay.
the afternoon.
All right.
And we're looking at 341 Hoboken Road in Carlstadt.
Nice.
About a quarter mile from MetLife Stadium. So if you know where the stadium is, we're just a little bit west of the stadium off of Route 17
Amazing.
on Hoboken Road. And we've been here quite a few years.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, it's our fundraiser to help us pay for the real estate taxes,
Mm-hmm.
which are quite high.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna come up with some cool programs for you guys to do stuff. Well, I really appreciate you guys having me here. On behalf of the shop teachers, you guys are the shop teachers out of the school, right? Like not all the schools have the shop classes anymore. So you guys are honorary shop teachers. I badge you all. There you go. And keep the tradition alive. And let me see if I can help you out with some contests and some things. Maybe bring in some students in here and whatnot. That would be pretty cool. All right, Joe. Any last wrap it up?
Ron, I just want to say again, thanks a lot for showing the society off tonight, and for all the guests that had questions and are appearing here. It was really a first for us, and it's really exciting to see that we're able to get out the message to the community. Certainly, as Andy said, we have our shows the next couple of weekends. If you're in the area, feel free to drop in, and if you don't, hey, we're always here. We've been here for 100 years without going anywhere. You got an open invitation to stop in. Just give us a call. And it's a great time to take a look around and see some good stuff for yourself. So, again, thank you all for attending. And Ron, we're certainly going to be in touch. And again, you have an open invitation to come back anytime.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And we'll end the recording there. And anybody else want to add anything? I'm excited. I had a good time. I felt like a kid being here. You almost forget about your whole day. I'm like, wow, this is it's like it's a lot of fun. And the members are having fun. There's all kinds of different types of trains and whatnot. So all right, well, Shop Class Podcast, another great one. Thanks for having us. What an exciting collaboration. Okay, and we'll end the recording there. Let me go over here and see if I can end it. All right, thank you so much.